Hi there guys, this one is from DJ Cyclonus, and he asks how to load the load and save functions as two separate buttons on a loading page. And all of that happens as usual after the fade. So I got this song from Kevin MacLeod's Incompetech site. I'll link that in the show notes below. All the source code for this is linked in the show notes below as well. Kevin provides a lot of music. If you haven't heard of Kevin MacLeod, there's actually a documentary coming out about him sometime this year. He does a lot of free music anyway. I don't think I've got desktop audio on, but it sounds like this. So this is our sort of our tune that we're going to save the position of. So let's get started doing that. I'll just stop there. Okay, and I'll keep desktop audio on just now, just in case. Okay, so I'm going to create a C# script, and I'm going to call this audio save load for no other reason other than the fact it's a good enough title for this. The main camera has an audio listener on it, but it doesn't have an audio source. So I'm going to create an empty game object here called, and I'm going to add audio source. And my audio clip is going to be 8-bit dungeon level because that's the main audio clip. You might want to, change it, load it, do all that kind of stuff when you start the game. But we're not going to play on awake. That's the important part. We want to choose where we start that position there. And we may have to consult the audio clip Unity documentation. In fact, let's just do that. Unity manual. I'm meant to go to scripting reference. Let's go to scripting reference. Okay. And let's do a search for audio clip. I think you can set the position. I'm pretty sure you can set the position of this. Properties, preload data, samples, load data, set data, calling methods. Maybe not. I'm sure there is. Let's see what there is. Okay, and then we want to add our audio save load script there, and we'll place this at position 000 as well, just for completeness. And we'll save that to audio save and load. And I will load this now, and we'll pause. Okay, now that's loaded. Let's get rid of the update because we're never going to update this, and we're going to change that to enumerator. And for now, we'll just do yield return null, and we'll get rid of that, and we'll put that there. Okay, and then we'll do var audio source equals get component audio source, and at this point here, we're going to check to see there is saved data. If there is, we load it into memory. It's gonna be JSON, just for because that's the serialization that we seem to be using these days. If it is, we're going to load it into memory, and then apply position, and then play clip. Okay, but let's see what audio source actually has on it. So audio source dot position. Is there a position? No. Location? No. Go to set scheduled start time. Changes the time of our sound has already been scheduled. Play will start. No. Dot. There's got to be something in here. And distance and volume. So pitch. Play. number of samples, assuming we'll delay the playing by exactly 1 second. It's not really what I want to do, is it? I mean, let me think about this. Time samples, time, playback position in seconds. Okay, so if we set the time to be 15 for now, so it's 15 seconds into the game, and then we do audio source dot play. That should then give us, that should then start us 15 seconds into the piece. Okay, so how did that sound? I mean, it sounded like it was coming in halfway through a beat to me. So let's not have that, and let's play it again. Because that melody didn't come in. See, the melody's coming in there. So if we bring that back to 15 seconds, the melody almost starts immediately, or in fact it might even start immediately. So I'll pause it again. Okay, so that is working. Alright, so now what we need to do is we need to figure out if that is in memory. So I'm going to do string path to save data equals, and then it's going to be application.data persistent data path. Can I do combine here? What do I can do? Combine path dot combine, and then it's going to be sound.json. And in here I'm going to say if check to see if there's saved data. So if file.exists that we're going to load it into memory. So we're going to do var json equals file.read all text, path to save data, and then we need to deserialize it. So our deserialization we're just going to add a simple object here. So I'm going to say add class, and then it's going to be sound data, and that is going to be serializable public float sound position. So we'll call that sound position, and we'll say var sound data equals JSON utility dot from JSON, and it is sound data. I don't know why it keeps, I don't know if it's just my installation or something, but it keeps putting namespaces around things, and generally we don't use, well, that's probably going to change, but we don't generally have namespaces around things. So that's our JSON there, and then we need to apply the position. So we say audio source dot time equals sound data dot sound position. And we get rid of that, and then we play, because we always want to play. Okay. Sound data. That's not that. That's time. equals sound position. Okay. All right. I think that's good enough. So this should play from the start when we don't have anything to show for ourselves. Okay, I didn't think we would allow to do that. So let's do public void awake. Let's just do void awake and path to save data equals that. Okay. So now what we need to do is we need to save that file. So I'm going to have a public void save now. Let's just call it save. And I'm going to say var sound data equals, and then it's going to be new sound data. And we're going to say sound data dot sound position equals, and then it's going to be get component audio source dot time. So it's the current time that we're saving this at, and then we want to write that out to the path. So we're going to have to serialize that. So we're going to say var JSON equals JSON utility utility dot to JSON sound data file dot write all text. I have to save data JSON, and that saves our data. Okay, so create new instance of our serializable class. Set the current time of the sound clip to yeah, that's all I need to put there. Write to disk or flash storage or wherever you're saving this to. And then we need some way to call that, so I'm just going to create a UI component, which is a button, and that puts it in the middle of the screen. That's fine. And then my on click for this is going to point to that game object that I created there, audio save and load, which is not there, so the game object there. And then it's going to be audio save and load and save. And so now we're going to run this. I'll just let it run for a few seconds. It's going to start the melody now, so let's save it now. So that says we just saved that just before the melody. So now that when we play it back, it now starts at the melody. And that'll work until we change it again. Okay, and we could even do a reset one as well. So we could do public void reset. And for that one, we would just say var sound data equals new sound data dot sound position equals 0f, and then we're just going to write that out to disk again, and that would be our reset. So we could add a new button here. Go to the scene. So now we have two buttons. We have a save button, and then we have a reset button. And our reset button will then call reset. And so we play this, and it starts with a melody. We hit the reset button, and now when we go back, it's going to start from the beginning. And there you have it. That is how you save and load the position of a piece of music in Unity. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, thumbs up. If you didn't, then thumbs down. If you haven't already, feel free to subscribe and you'll get timely reminders and all that good stuff. Make sure you hit the notification bell because Unity's changed the algorithm and it doesn't quite work the same way that it used to work. Anyway, thank you again for watching, and I will catch you in the next video. Thanks again. Bye-bye.